Hello, this is an instructional video on how to use Timr. First off, when Chervin adds you to the app, you will get an email. So whatever email they use, whether it be your company email or your personal email, you will get an email that says, do you accept? Once you accept, it will take you to a screen where it'll show your username and it'll ask you to set a password. It'll ask you to set it and then confirm it, and then you'll press OK. At that point, you're going to want to download the app onto your phone. So in my case, since I have a Samsung, it is Google Play Store. So I will search. It may look a little bit different for your iPhones. I've seen the app look a little bit different, but the basics are the same. The operations are the same. It just may look a little bit different with a different operating system. So at this point, I searched for Timr, but autocorrect says showing results for time. You won't find it in this list, so you have to say search instead for Timr. That is Timr, and then you'll see it there at the top. Timr, time tracking and GPS. You'll download it. In my case, I've already downloaded it, so I will just close this and open the app. Here is your home screen. You'll see there's two clocks here. At the top, you say start working. This is your working time. Once you start this, you don't sign out again till the end of the day. This tracks your actual paid working time. At the bottom here, it's your project time. So whatever project I choose, it can be all your company's projects will be on there, all your current ones. And that's the one you'll sign in and out of throughout the day, depending on what project you're working on. Timr has a neat feature where you, in the middle line there on the right in the middle, it says it has a little circle there, and that actually opens both. So you'll see at the top working and project time. At this point, I will be starting my day. You will pick what department you're in, and usually once you set that, it'll stay there, so you don't have to keep setting that every day. But I'm going to pick delivery for today. And then I will pick the whatever project I'm delivering. So let's say Blueberry Island, that kitchen. I will choose that, and it's 6:23 a.m. So at this point, I will just push start on the bottom right. So I push start, and now as you can see, that started both clocks. Now, as you go throughout your day, whether you're installing or delivering or in the shop, you're gonna say, oh, I'm gonna switch jobs now. I'm gonna work on a different site or a different job. So you'll only click the bottom square. So the bottom clock there, you'll see it just turned to 1 minute. I will click that. At this point, I will press stop. Now notice it has your start time 6:23 a.m. and end time 6:24 a.m. So when I push stop, you'll see the top clock is still going. That is your running time. Now I want to start a new project. So I start project, click the bottom square, and I want to install Harper, or deliver Harper, sorry. Chad and Wendy cabinetry. Now at this point it still says 6:24. If time elapsed and you missed, like maybe it wasn't on Timr, sometimes you have to phone the office or phone your supervisor and say, hey, I need the Harper job put on Timr, because sometimes it gets missed, but that's okay. So you can just stay signed out of a project, but when you sign back to go into a project and they have it loaded into the system, you search for it and then you click, see how it turned over 6:25. I actually want that to say 6:24 because that is when I stopped the last project. We don't want unallocated time there. Everything needs to be allocated to a job. So I will click the time and I will set that back to 6:24 a.m. and press OK, and then I will start it. Now, you'll see the delivery time, or the running time at the top. It says 2 minutes, and now at the bottom it says Harper, I've been at for 1 minute. So at the end of the day, you'll sign in and out of jobs or projects, and that top clock will continue to run. Sorry about that. At the end of the day, I will click that center circle again. So whatever project you're on, that's fine. Your top clock might say 8 or 9 hours, but your bottom clock might only say an hour if you've only been at that job for an hour. That's okay. So you just click the center circle again. And now this is working and project time, as you can see at the top. And at that point, I will just click stop. All right, bottom right, you have to scroll down a bit. Actually, you don't. I guess it's pinned there. So you just push stop. All right, so now if you want to double check your hours, you click on reports. You'll see that on the bottom right. Click on reports, and it has your working time and project time. So you'll see today I worked 3 minutes. And I click over on project time. You'll notice it also has 3 minutes, 2 minutes at Harper and 1 minute at Blueberry Island. If that total in that green circle, 3 minutes, was different than my working time, then I know I messed up somewhere. So I would go back into project time and say, okay, I can edit these if I need to. So if I hadn't set back and both Harper and Blueberry Island said 1 minute, so it said 2 minutes instead of 3, and my working time said 3, I need those to match. So I may go into Harper, and if you click on the upper right corner there, you can edit it, and then it'll allow me to change that to have it set properly so all the time is allocated. All right, so that is how you use Timr. At this point, like I said, if there's no if you can't find the project in the app, let your supervisor know. The supervisor will email the office or phone the office and say, hey, can I have such and such project entered into Timr right away? And right as soon as they enter it, you can actually log into it. Other than that, I think that's about it. If you have any questions, ask your supervisor, and thank you very much.